Welcome to Premier Hell. I'm going to show you today how you can prepare for the next upcoming update, which should be released very shortly, probably in about a few weeks or so, maybe probably about the first week of June. So this is the update that we're waiting for. What you're going to want to do though to get ready for this is you're going to want to first before so you always have a backup of your world before you start doing anything to it and you make sure everything's working right. You want to export your world, do an export, save it to a file if you have the option, and then also make a copy so you have a copy you can work with. Now, you go into creative mode. You can either do it. This is the first method, but for this method, you're going to need two applications. You're going to need Amulet, and you're going to want to have another option for looking at it if you have the ability is on mind. So, and as for the first method, I think that you might be restricted to is simply going into spectator mode and you're finding and lining yourself up to with your base underground bases are underground mob farms or whatever you want to save that's all the way down at the bottom. Line yourself up with those in one corner and go to the other corner. So you're just basically picking whatever corner and going diagonally to one end to the other end of the whole range of your builds and the areas in different areas. So you can get whether you go to this area, and then if you wanted to save that stuff over there, I really don't really care about, so I wouldn't grab those. But I got bases all over. So you're going to want to grab the coordinates that are in the top of the screen, write them down to one corner and write them down to the other. You're going to do that throughout your whole entire world. This is kind of the harder way, but it's also you'll be able to see your bases a little bit easier. But there's another option. Now this is how you get your list. In your list, anything like this. So you can do it. You can make your list like this. Like with the on mine, this is the format that it does. It'll still work fine. You don't have to edit anything. That'll still work. So you build this list. This is what's going to be, it's going to save all the locations that you built upon so that you can reset all the other chunks. And I'll show you how easy that is with Amulet. But the first thing you're going to need to do is download OnMind, because I'm going to show you that really quick on how to use that. You just go to the download and then go to this page right here and click on this one right here. And then once you have that downloaded, you're gonna basically it's gonna open up the zip file. And once you have the zip file, you're gonna drag it to your desktop, and then on your desktop, you're just gonna open it up, and then you're gonna open it up like this. Make sure you had your world closed. You just run the application. Doesn't take long to load at all. You find the copy of the world. You just go to overworld, double click on it, it'll load it really quickly, and then you just can easily take one corner of the build. You find all your builds, you can just scroll through it. Loads a lot faster than Amulet. That's why I suggest this, because it's just a lot faster at looking throughout your whole world. It's just extremely fast. And you can also select the layers to find out, like go through the different layers. There's options in here. You can find out. It's pretty simplistic. Just go through the options. It's been a while since I used it, but either way, you can easily locate like your bases, and you just go around it, and you can. I forgot where it was at, but there's places where you can filter and go down and show only local Y0 coordinates. So once you get all those things, you just right click, you copy one corner, and then you copy the other corner, and you paste each time inside of it out of your notepad, so it'll look like this. It'll look like this. Like this right here. It can either look like this, it can look like this, or it can look like this, or it can look like this. Like you can add whatever as long as there's three numbers and then three groups of numbers and three groups of numbers, and then don't add no numbers just don't add no numbers in between anything. You can't use numbers. Only numbers that can be within this is your numbers, negative or positive. That's the only thing that can be 2 times in a row. So you can name anything, but just don't ever use a number. It's the only rule. So the format can look like this, and it works fine. And you can keep track of all your locations very easily. This is probably the easiest and best way to organize all your builds and be able to clean out your worlds when it gets extremely large and not lose anything. Now, next up, why it keeps fucking doing that is, excuse me, this thing keeps irritating me. I choose the wrong shortcut key. So, anyways, so you're going to go to this, and then you're going to just click on download, and then it'll download. You click open it, you open up the download. I've already downloaded it twice, but you just open this up, drag this to your desktop just like before. Once it's on your desktop, you go to your desktop, you go to the amulet folder, and then you'll scroll down and you just double click on this, hit run, and wait for it to load. It takes a minute. While that's loading, it could take a little while depending on how fast your computer is. You can go to this. I'll leave the link in the description. You can go to this and download this file by simply just clicking on this link and a link, or just copying this exactly. I've made this a plugin for Amulet, so you just save as, or hit Control S, as it even says right here, Control S. It'll bring up that window. You just simply save it right to your downloads folder. It'll be right there. Then you just go to Amulet once it loads. Simply just go open world, and once it'll bring up your list of worlds right here, and then you just click on the copy of your world, because you want to make sure that it works on the copy, and then it's everything worked right. And you always want to keep that backup copy and then export a copy if you have the option. If you're doing this on PC, no matter what, you should have that option. So you click on this little button right here, the little center part. This 3D editor loads up. It'll take a second sometimes when it's initially loading. It's a little slow loading in due to the fact that I'm using OBS and have Minecraft open and stuff. So anyways, so what you're going to do after you get this loaded in and you're at this port, you're just going to click on operations, and then you're going to go to the little folder right here. Click on that, and then this is going to be empty, so you're going to go to your downloads, copy the folder, or cut it. You can cut it, it'll remove it from your downloads. You do whatever there you want, whatever your preference is, and then just hit the back button and then paste it. So you're going to paste it, it's going to place it in there. Moving it will make a copy if you copy it, obviously. So once you get that in there, all you have to do is just simply hit reload, and then it'll pop up in this list, and you should be able to select it. So once you select it, you simply just that file that you made and you're working on, you named this text, you saved it on the desktop, you load, it'll be sitting right on your desktop. You just basically, you don't need it open, I don't need to save it, you just boom, and it'll be right here, and it'll list it. Now what all you have to do after that point is get selection boxes, or set selection boxes, and that'll set all the selection boxes of all your builds all across the world. And they don't have to be loaded for this to work, believe me, and I'm going to show you. So once you do that, you just go simply right here. I could add a button to probably do this automatically, just delete unselected chunks, and you wouldn't have to do the second step. I'll probably end up doing that. So go to chunk, and then just right here, delete unselected chunks. Make sure you select that one, not anything else. This button right here, delete unselected chunks, which means it's going to delete everything that's not selected. Click no. Now watch. Take a second. Boom. Now it's already deleted them. You just go save. Right now it's just graphically erasing them from your video memory. It's a little slow. So you just save. This part's going to take a little while because it's literally going through every and deleting all the leftover chunks that you didn't have anything built. You just flew around the world, and this could take. It doesn't really normally take that long, depending on if you have like a 3 gig world. But this could take a little bit. If you select yes, it'll take hours. So that's why you don't want to select yes, because it makes a double backup copy. I don't know, for some dang reason. So once this completes, because this is actually when it's saving it. Now it just completed. It took about 30 seconds. I paused the recording. Now, once that's done, you've already saved it. So all you got to do is just close it. Boom. And now you're done. You're done, and you go back to your Minecraft world. Now watch this. I didn't even close Minecraft, but watch this. When I go back to the Minecraft world, this is, you're not going to notice an immediate change. You see that? Because it was still open. Now watch, if I go like this, you're going to notice a huge difference when I go here. See, it just dropped a whole bunch. Now, but watch this. If I go into the world, see, right now, it just compressed its, because it puts everything at level DB works. And I'll make another video. I think I already made a video on how level DB works. Anyway, so it's already done that. Now I can save it, quit. Now look at the size difference. That's a huge difference in size, and it still wasn't done compacting the thing. If I stayed in there a little bit longer, it'll be even smaller. It should be even smaller. So if you, once you go in there and you move around a little bit, it hasn't even finished compacting the rest of the or finished applying all of the updates to it. So watch this. It should be even lower. Yeah, maybe. Oh, that's right. I think I saved a couple more things. That's why it's a little bit bigger. So let's go look and see if all my builds are here really quick here. So I haven't closed it. I should still have them all saved in memory. So I should be able to go to, oh, I think I did close it. Dang it. All right. So I can go right to here and use my little notepad. And I can copy and paste, see if my ice farm's still there and everything else is deleted. // ice farm still there. That build's still there. Other farms over here still there. Everything else, even that remember I didn't save that other build, those little mountains. I had mountains over there that I built, like lava things I was playing around with. They're gone. So it just clears out all your chunks. And it shrinks your world. I think that's all. I do plan on going through how the forced blending works, but I still need to update it because it has a flaw in it. Like I gotta figure out the bug for it. It happened ever since 1.19. But if you like this video, and hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see some more. It'll encourage me to make more videos that help. Hopefully this helps your Minecraft experience and keeps your world smaller, and you get your better generation, because you'll have things closer to all your bases in this new upcoming update. So there's 2 reasons to do this, and it also makes it a lot smaller to back up your world. Now, if this works for you and there's no bugs in it and it's got everything, you didn't lose anything, then you can make this your primary backup, and you can move on from here, and you keep your world size. You don't, until you start flying around the world again, then in exploring it can go larger and larger and larger. It's not as bad as it used to be. But you guys take care, and have any questions, ask me in the comments. Peace.